Wow, what a beautiful morning starting out here in Ohio. Beautiful and cold. It's November 4th, and so things look a little different here than some of our other videos we've shown you guys. So I thought I'd walk out here to the orchard and show you what some 20-degree nights have done to the plants out here. You can see the raspberries are actually holding up pretty well. We've had, I think, 3 or 4 nights of maybe high 20s, 27, 28 degrees. We still have some double golds that are ripening. Yeah, it's hard to believe I got the gloves on. But that's what it looks like when fall rolls around here in Ohio. So, oh yeah. I haven't even been out here for a little bit, so this is my persimmons. I'm not even gonna attempt to say that, but that's what it is. And you can see the leaves have already been falling off on this tree. It's been zapping, zapping production. Man, strawberries are holding up pretty well in there, so. But that's what strawberries do anyway. I was gonna show you some of our figs. If I can open this door here. Show you how the figs are reacting to this cold. And like I said, I haven't been out here for few days just to kind of see the damage, but this is what you expect this time of year, especially within grounds. A lot of folks that put theirs in buckets or some kind of pots, you know, you can take them indoor and you can protect them from some of this cold. But this is the result of living in Ohio and you grow figs. So this is what happens every year, and this is to be expected. This isn't a surprise. They are deciduous trees, which means they lose their leaves, just like everything else is about ready to do. So anyway, in the woods there with the maple trees. So yeah, I was a little bummed. These right here, these JH Adriatics, I was really kind of hoping to get some of this fruit here from it, but it's a later variety. These are young trees. And if I don't protect these in some way, every one of these, like last year, will die to the ground, and there will be nothing above the soil line. And so they'll have to restart production all the way from the ground up. There again, if I do nothing to protect them. So, and this is, I think I've showed you, this is fig row. We've got a whole row of just random figs here as well. And a lot of this is just experimental. And I know that if I don't do something to protect them, like I say, with some of these really nice trees, this is the San Miguel rock, so it's actually not done too bad. And some of you might think, well, are your trees dead right now? And the answer is no, they're not dead. And I don't believe there's any damage taken to them either at this point. So this wood right here is still, everything's still good. The only damage that's gonna probably be taken with the weather that we've seen so far is probably gonna be the greener wood. And you can see, you can see that this darker wood, more of the brown color or even the gray color on this wood, that's what you wanna see, especially this time of year. You wanna see that because that's gonna be a more protected tree than some of the ones that you're gonna see here that have green on them. Peaches have lost their leaves, or almost lost all of them. So we planted this thing. I'm not even sure what kind of pumpkin or whatever this thing was, and we did get a little guy out of this. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Probably take that in the house, let the kids do something with it, or if nothing else, throw it out to the chickens. But yeah, blueberries, they all are doing blueberry things right now, changing colors, looking pretty. And look at that one too. That's a raz blueberry. It's supposed to be a mix between a raspberry and a blueberry. So you can see, you can definitely tell. I've planted a couple figs in between these rows. You can definitely tell where they're at because they don't like the cold. And probably like some of you viewers in warmer weather, you would relate and say you don't like that either. Peaches, like I say, they're losing their leaves in the peach row. And then, of course, the apple trees, they still look good. Apple trees handle this stuff pretty well. They're like champs when it comes to cold weather. But at some point, they'll get the signal and they'll need to go ahead and start going into dormancy. But yeah, you can see the figs. Kind of sad. It's hard to believe, man. Well, I don't know if it's hard to believe, but the season's over. We've got some amazing fruit and we've got some just okay fruit. But these newer ones, I think this is probably what I wanted to show you. This is a Florea. This is a somewhat of a cold hardy variety. But you can kind of see on this one, see some of the greener wood there. If I don't do something to protect that will not handle the cold weather very well at all. And some of this other wood here, probably, it wouldn't surprise me if it's already taken some damage too. And I guess I'm okay with that as long as the whole tree is fine. Definitely this is what I don't want to see, but I don't have control over how they grow necessarily for the most part. And that one is, what is this one? Let me see what it is. That's a Ponatresa. And so this down here obviously is a lot better. That's really what I want to see. I want to see this brown color. That's what I like to see. But these are new trees. I shared a video before. I literally put these in the ground this spring, maybe even into close to summer. So they've done well, and I'm gonna do a video. This is what Smith does, and I've heard this, and I would say it's true. Smith just likes to grow, and it doesn't like to stop growing. And so it didn't get the signal, so maybe it got the hint a little too late, but so I'll probably see quite a bit of damage on this one if I don't do something to protect it soon. But we're gonna do a video on showing you how we're at least gonna attempt to overwinter these trees. Yeah, you can just see like, they're just all taking it. But yeah, we're gonna do a video on how we're gonna try to protect the trees. I'm not saying it's gonna be the right way. It just is gonna be I guess it's gonna be our way of doing it. Look at this. You guys want a yellow long neck? Definitely not ready. And definitely not going to be ready. But I'm gonna pull them off anyway because there's no use of this tree trying to put its energy into ripening a piece of fruit that won't ripen. I might be able to eat this one. I don't know, it's gonna be really underripe, but I don't care. Anyway, yeah, walking you through here. Wanted you to see, hey, look, when you're doing figs, when you're trying to grow trees that don't necessarily grow in your region, this is what you get. You get the good and the bad. You don't just get it good all the time. And this is just the reality, and I wanted to show you a video of the reality of what it looks like when you try to grow trees that don't typically grow in your area. And this is just kind of what you get. And like I say, I'm okay with it. It's gonna require a little work, but listen, if it's worth doing, then it's worth doing well, and it's worth protecting. And so that's our approach to it anyway. I wanted to show you this too. I got to put more mulch in here. This grass didn't get the hint that I didn't want it here, so we'll put more mulch in there hopefully before we winterize everything. Check this out. I planted a seed in here in the mulch, and I ended up getting 3 of these butternut squash out of it. And so I'll go ahead and harvest those as well, take them in the house. Maybe we can have them for dinner either tonight or this week. So yeah, anyway, this is the orchard, November 4th 2021, and wanted you to be able to see what it looks like. It was pretty when it was all green and growing, and anyway, winter's on its way, and so they're getting the hint that it's time to go to bed. So I'll take the hint and go ahead and end this video, and maybe we'll come at you with another video on how we're going to winterize these figs for the winter. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.